business management with strategic marketing and communication specializations. And now we have launched digital platforms and strategies to enable our students to understand how to operate in a digitally enabled world. So they learn about digital strategies, digital company design and marketing, digital platforms, how to expand businesses to benefit from digital consumers who are digitally very enabled. And it's progressing very well because what we have done is, in order to design the curriculum, we have reached out to our alumni who work in the digital industry and are very aware of digital innovations and products and services. And we have combined them with our current faculty members. Now the area is led by Siddharth Deshmukh, who is our first batch of students, and he returned to India from London. And we are working together also with industry to understand what kind of live case studies that we can work on and engage our students with industry while learning digital platform and strategies. Yes, very much. We have many digital sector industries that come to us, and Mica graduates, I think, bring the entire package, because recently I was speaking to someone who has written a book on digital tsunami, and the conversation was that in order to become an expert in the digitally enabled world, you actually have to understand human beings and relationships much better. So for example, online consumers and consumer insight mining becomes very, very important, because the digital platforms and industries, I think, are actually trying to engage with individual customers or consumer or client as opposed to mass programming. So in order to do that, you have to understand the profile of the people and what backgrounds they come from. And Mica is perfectly positioned for that because we combine right and left brain learning. It's quite well known. We are School of Ideas, where we actually make sure that students are experts in human behavior, consumer insight mining, as well as the sophisticated technology platforms. So apart from digital platform and strategies, we have launched media and entertainment management, which is, as you know, an increasingly growing area, especially for career path for students. We are also focusing on development management and communication to reach out to the government sector with large public sector programs and campaigns that the government needs help with. For example, anti-child exploitation or child labor, women's issues, startup enterprises and markets where women and grassroots women would like to participate. We are also focusing on communication strategies for corporate sector, for social sector, and for the government sector. So I think these are some new areas that we are focusing on at the moment. First priority for us is to look at our curriculum and apply the flipped classroom model, where actually what we used to teach in the classrooms now will be prepared and given to students in advance, because students have access to technology and literature and all kinds of case studies. And then the idea is that the classroom becomes itself a space of innovation and creativity because you're bringing all these human beings together. So we have to bring something more than just books and cases. So that's one principle. The second principle is we will try and connect our one-year program, which is Crafting Creative Communications, and the 2-year PGP program in business management with specializations, and the 3-year doctoral program students together and faculty to work across departments, so that we generate internal culture of learning and innovations, and then students can benefit from each other who are from very diverse backgrounds. So, as you know, in most schools, usually we focus on industry interface for case studies, and then of course towards the career path placement process when that begins. We have decided that we want to make our learning very responsive to industry, not in terms of inviting industry for placements learning, but from the beginning, involving industry in curriculum design, understanding the skill sets that industry require, and the mindset that we need especially to adjust to local industry, to regional industry, to of course global industry environment. So that's a very interesting and challenging process, but also poses a great opportunity that we can build on. So Mica is Asia's first all-residential campus. That means that all our students who are now alumni they live together and they have a very special feeling of the community that always gets nurtured. So all alumni are deeply connected with Mica, and we are working with them on multiple levels. One, they come back from their professional worlds to teach as adjuncts or visiting faculty members. We also try and recruit our alumni to come back and teach full time. We have launched Mica Leadership Series, where many of our alumni who are industry leaders, they come back and address our students. We are engaging our alumni to help us create live case studies and internships for our students. And we are also now looking at something very innovative, where we will create faculty internships or faculty immersion, where we'll take our faculty group to work with industries where our alumni are in lead positions.